I really expected most of you to leave. Be like, screw Hanson, I am in a storm.
This is a hurricane.
Apparently it's the tail end of a hurricane. Somebody said that. So, thank you for braving a hurricane.
Hurricanes have tried to stop us from coming to Fort Lauderdale multiple times.
But not tonight. I think it's fair to say everyone here is wet. Very wet.
Right.
Totally. So, it sounded like geese just then. Well, welcome to the final story of the Musical Ride Tour.
The final show.
The final show. Don't worry, we're like cockroaches, you cannot get rid of Hanson. We will keep coming back. Hopefully more pleasant than cockroaches, but you know, you get rid of them.
Like really cute rodents.
Yes. That you don't want to kill because you see them and they take cheese, but you're like, oh, that's so cute.
We're like raccoons.
Anyway, the last two stories have basically turned into us being stupid. But we have had a great tour and really enjoyed this entire process. And one of the things that we've done throughout the tour, as we're doing now, is to talk about a specific album as a part of this whole idea of looking back. And so tonight, having being the final show and the 5th album, we're going to talk about Shout It Out. Well, Shout It Out is awesome. Thanks for coming.
Good night, everybody.
No. You know, Shout It Out really is kind of the culmination of several albums, and I think the process of making it was influenced a lot by, like you would expect, what came before it. Specifically, he's literally like this big, and he could kill you.
And when he says this big, he means when he's standing up.
Yeah, I mean he's standing up like above my head. He's huge, and he's amazing.
He says the F word a lot.
Yeah.
But in a way
that word.
He says it's...
Friend. What word are you thinking?
Yeah. He says it kind of like Good Will Hunting, but more.
But the thing about Bob is he's an incredible player, and he's a warm-hearted, great guy, and somebody that you can just sit there and tell stories with, and he's an incredible player. And we happened to catch him just in time. He was recording with Phil Collins on his R&B record. He flew from like Sweden, you know.
Switzerland.
Yeah.
One of the other S countries.
And we spent the last several days of recording Shout It Out with one of the people that sat and had played with Stevie Wonder and Marvin Gaye and all these people.
Telling us stories about the time that Stevie Wonder, at about 17 years old, decided to climb into the front seat of the car and start driving towards a wall. Yeah, it was really funny. It's scary.
So many. He had a lot of stories, most of which are not going to be recorded. So it was what happened on the record was.
Yeah.
No. Is that you? No. Well, you're very quick. You don't have to apologize.
Was that the question?
Okay. So you are forgiven. Okay. You are for anybody that can't hear.
But not for the fact that wasn't a question. How about the girl next to her with the sunglasses?
If anybody didn't hear, she was saying she was sorry because she rushed the stage back in the day and hugged Taylor Hanson. I don't know who that is. But, it's funny you said it that way. But you were forgiven. But please state your question in the form of a question.
The girl in the kind of pinkish shirt with dark hair. Yeah, hand up.
That is a really good question.
Wondering if the song Musical Ride was inspired by Neil Young's song.
I don't know. The song originally started at Fool's Banquet during a jam session. That's where just the original idea sort of popped out. And so I don't know. For me, I wouldn't say that, but maybe it's in there somewhere. Well, you know, it's certainly a musical ride what we're on. So I can understand how we'd both come to that same conclusion. But you know, if we can reference it to Neil Young, I think that would be, you know, a good. I'll take
thing.
that comparison.
Okay. But the answer is not directly. No.
Right here in the middle.
But it's a really good, astute thought, though, because of all the song references that we have in songs.
Okay.
Sorry.
Right here.
Speaking of what's coming next, I know you guys are like the hardest working guys in the business. I feel guilty asking, but are we gonna ever get another Christmas record? Yeah.
Well, you're asking if we're going to do another Christmas record ever. I am very scared to say anything that remotely resembles us promising to do a Christmas record. But I will say this. For the last, especially the last 5 years, every year we've said, gosh, is this the year to do it? If there was a year to do it, it would be next year.
Oh my God.
So we have lots of ideas of things we want to do.
That is one of those things.
Because next year will be 15 years since Snowed In and Million Nowhere, which is scary, right? 20 years since our first show that we did. And
we've thought about it enough that we've even thought of what the title would be.
Yeah.
And we will not share it.
But when we decide about all of those details, I'm sure you will be the first to know. Whether or not we actually tell anyone or
it's
not.
It's like we're talking in third person too.
It's gonna be kind of shiny holiday balls. It's gonna be two big ornaments.
Hanson has decided. Hanson has had a conversation. Okay, next question. Let's see. How about you right here? Thank you. I have the longest running birthday of anyone.
Can we just do all year long? I just want to give you like at 6 months before it goes to like an early birthday, and 6 months after it's belated.
I'm up for it.
What's your favorite song on the album?
On Shadow
album? On Shadow?
Well, you should know not to ask that question. It's a hard question to answer because you can't have a favorite. It's like saying, which one of your kids is your favorite kid? And you're standing in front of your kids. And your kids are like, oh, pick me, pick me.
Because they're in your mind.
The songs can hear us right now. Carrie there's like, you know you like me better. Someone's gonna get pregnant tonight. What was it? Never mind.
It involves Tracy Morgan, El Paso, Texas.
Anyway.
I don't got biscuits like LL. I got a loaf.
It's impossible to pick a song. I will name a couple of songs that I mean, for one, I'm particularly proud of thinking about something because it pushed us in a certain direction with the record. And when I think of songs, you know, that I would like for people to hear that maybe have no idea what we're doing in the time capsule, I would put that one in there for sure because I think it says so much about where we come from, our influences. It pays homage to, you know, those things, and it's also one that I think and I hope, you know, will still be good in 25 years. I mean, you hope everything is, but that one, because of the rhythm and because of the swing and the fun of it and the fact that it
also plays really well acoustic too, because the piano, the keyboard moves so much with the drums, the guitar. It's just always feels
it's so
good.
impossible to pick one song. I mean, they all carry different meaning. I mean,
one of my favorites is "Carry You There," and part of the reason why "Carry You There" is one of my favorites is because it did come along early on in the process. It is kind of one of the anchors of the record, and also there's just the way we recorded it. It was just drums, keys.
That's why I'm still like a Hanson fan. But I'm wondering if you could record with any artist that is out there right now, you know, our ages, which artist would it be?
How old are you? I just want to make sure I hit it right. Okay.
25.
Okay. She said, do we like any people that are our ages? Who would we collaborate with right now that's out? Early on, I remember hearing Bruno Mars and being like, what an amazing voice. I think he'd be a lot of fun.
And then he kept putting out songs.
Yeah. He is still an amazing voice. I just don't think he's figured out how to write a very good song. But, he wants to be a billionaire. That's awesome. Who doesn't?
Does he know that the grenade thing, like it doesn't quite.
Okay, Zach's like, I shouldn't have said that. Okay. Anyway, he would be amazing to sit down and write an iconic song with him singing. I think he'd be really fun. Somebody said Justin Bieber. I would love to write with Justin Bieber. I think he's a really. It's sort of the same way. I think he's got a great voice. I don't think he's done a really great song. And I don't think that song that you'll remember years down the line has been put out.
He's definitely
really talented.
There's this girl that I've tweeted about a lot, which I think she has an incredible amount of potential. This girl, Anna Graceman, that was on America's Got Talent. She is legit. And you...